Welcome to Covering Cover Letters. Our objective in this lesson is to learn how to develop a tailored cover letter for a specific job. I'm Dr. Baker, and this is AgCom 400. Cover letters, what do they do? Well, they're an introduction to a potential employer. They're your foot in the door, if you will. It entices them to continue further and read your resume. It includes your personal experience and allows them to see you jump off the page. Always, always, always include a cover letter when sending a resume, even if you weren't specifically asked for one. It helps explain why you're the right person for their job. This is your chance to really sell yourself on all of the great things that you can do for their company or organization. Some things to include. Include a personalized greeting. Get a name. Do your best not to use "to whom it may concern." Find someone's name that's appropriate to address it to. Also include a referral name if applicable. This will make your application stand out. It's an introduction of who you are and why you are the person to hire. Be selective about what you include. Again, this goes back to that job description. What did they say they want? Highlight some of those things that they said they wanted that you have and elaborate on them a little more than you could in just your resume. Choose 2 to 3 of the most important points from your resume and elaborate. Again, these should be the points that are the most targeted towards that job description. What will really set you apart from all of the other candidates that are applying for this position? Personalized experience in this certain area, a history interning in this area. All of those are good things to highlight. A few things to think about. This should reflect your personality. Not too much. If you have a weird sense of humor, that's a little off-putting. Don't include that in a cover letter. But show them that you know the company. Really tailor that letter. Do some research about them and what you have that aligns with their core principles and values. Make this one page. Again, everyone's way busy. They're scanning information. So get the key points all available in one page. A cover letter structure. Well, very first paragraph is where you want your introduction. Who you are, what job you're applying for, and who sent you there. This should include your purpose. Include the name of a person referring you if you have one. Try to get one if ever possible. Declare your interest in the position. Convey enthusiasm and self-confidence. Then move to your second paragraph. This is the body of your letter. It's a narrative summary of the 2 to 3 qualifications you would like to highlight. And then conclude that with a third paragraph. And restate your interest in that position. Emphasize you're willing to, and I have ... there, come in for an interview, answer more questions, be contacted, kind of fill in the blank with what's appropriate for that position. A few more must-haves. It must be in full block format, and you'll see this when I show you some examples. The word enclosure needs to appear at the bottom underneath your name because you want them to know that, yes, you are including a resume. Again, see the examples on that. Here are some excellent examples. They each have some pros and cons to them, but let's go through them briefly here. Very first one, again, notice that full block format means we're single spacing with one space between paragraphs. Now this one did an excellent job of having a name in there, introduce themselves. They're looking forward to this opportunity, what job they're applying for. Then you'll notice they also have some bullet points in their body of their paragraph. I personally love a cover letter with some bullet points. It really gives you the opportunity to have something jump off at them at the page. Really gives you a chance to set yourself apart for somebody to scan really quickly. And again, hopefully these bullet points tie back directly to that job description and what they're searching for. So they don't have to look very far to find out that you're the right person. And again, at the end, they thank them and hope that they enjoy reviewing the qualifications, and they mention that they have a resume. I would have liked to see enclosures underneath their name there. Here's another one, very similar. This one chooses to use some short paragraphs instead of using the bulleted point list. Again, this is really up to you, but They did use the word enclosure at the bottom, which I really like that as an opportunity. Again, your address would appear above these addresses that you see at the top of these letters. A few key things to remember. Tailor your cover letter to the job. Do not use a general letter. Extremely important. Find a name to address that letter to. Do your utmost to avoid the dear employer type greeting. Include your contact information. How will they be able to find you? If you're mailing the letter, sign the letter in ink. And then ask for the interview at the end. Okay, a few more examples. Again, same format. This one I have shown you the kind of top about what your letterhead might look like. So this is your address and information at the top, and then it's their address and information, and then the beginning of the letter. Now this one I really like, and I encourage students to go ahead and develop something that looks like a professional letterhead for you. This isn't difficult. You could just do this in Word. You notice here at the top he has Jacob Christopher. That's just a little bigger font. Then he has his contact information underneath it. It looks like a nice sharp letterhead, even though he's just an individual. So you could certainly create something like that for yourself. Remember, you really are a brand here, and you're trying to sell yourself. Ideally, that letterhead would then match the top of your resume so that they're seeing consistency across all the documents that you're submitting. Well, that is the end of the covering cover letters. Good luck starting writing that cover letter. I'm looking forward to reading about the jobs that you're applying for.